Hi, Roxanne here. My debut book, The Ocyphius Channelings Volume 1, is available right now from Amazon.com and iTunes. The iTunes book edition for Apple devices also includes over 2 hours of previously never recorded, in other words, brand new, from the Ocyphius channeling sessions. Click the annotation appearing on the screen to download your copy now. Thank you and have a wonderful day. Bye now.
So I'm actually going through a separation at the moment.
Wonderful.
Which is very yeah. Okay, which is very recent, and we're still in this house together, and we're about to put it on the market for sale and everything.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess I'm feeling a bit concerned about the future and what that holds.
Mm-hmm.
I'm also working in a job that I've been working for this company. It's in health and it's in corporate health for 30 years in different roles, and I'm just feeling a bit unhappy where I am and with my next up manager.
All right, stand by. Your entire reality is shifting because you woke up. All right, you're ready to shift. You put the foundations in place of, let's say, in your fashion, this is not, let's say, a bad thing. You put comfortable foundations of security in place to know that you can do this. Does this make sense? All right.
Yes, definitely.
So your separation, your job, it's all crumbling. Awesome.
Mm.
You want the security of the future, but
Yes.
there is only the now. And listen to me very closely. The now creates the future.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? So when you're vibrationally in the moment following your joy, you only get the highest probable future because you're in the moment creating joy.
Mm-hmm.
You get back what? Joy. You cannot not. The mirror is perfect. What you put out is what you get back. You cannot get fear when you're in the now. Always remember that. All right. So in that idea, let's look at this. You've crumbled this paradigm, both of you, in agreement, knowing that this probability, so there's no guilt that you, let's say, need to attach to it. You both agreed that you knew that this reality would play out because you learned things about each other. All right? Humanity is not a monogamous creature. Has never been. Okay? But we've defined love and sex as monogamous. It's not. Love could be monogamous, absolutely, for one lifetime. Easy. But the idea of physical contact brings up jealousy, brings up all this and that, and then you get to a point you're like, And we're not saying this is related to sex. We're saying this is the idea of the definitions that are keeping you, let's say, limited. So you challenge those definitions, both of you, knowing, co-creating, coming down here saying, yes, I'm going to challenge these ideas. Here's a probable reality. And on that reality, you've chosen it. So now that you know that you want to separate in this idea to move on with yourself so you can continue to expand, it is only you that has any kind of guilt attached to it. All right? You guys are constant creators. You guys are ever expanders. Let this idea go and it'll happen quickly. When the fears come in on what's going to happen, trust the now. That's all there is to it, truly. What are the probable futures for you? It's up to you. But they're all right there in your mind and in awareness. We can give you the idea of predictions. We can go into your Akashic records, if you will. That's just a permission slip term. But in that idea, you can go into the Akashic records and we can give you a lot of different probabilities. However, what happens is when we give probabilities, they're like, no, I don't think that, because that's what they don't want. Well, guess what? If that's what they don't want, then they know what they do want. But yet they don't want to follow what you do want because you're, let's say, fearful that it might be wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
There is no wrong. There's following what you are in the moment. So that's one thing with the idea of the separation. Beautiful. Put the house up for sale. Move on. Do you think for 1 second, do you not have a place to be? Of course you do.
Yeah.
You're not going to go from home to homeless. Oh, ta-da, that was fun. No, you're done.
No.
That's not you. You have every probable reality set up. The moment exposes. You need to slow down to speed up. Don't worry on where you're going to be in a month from now, 2 months from now, 3 months from now, because that creates the reality. I'm wondering where I'm going to be. So you get wonderment between now and then. There's no wonderment needed. Be now is the wonderment. Beautiful.
Yes.
All right. And the idea of the job. You're bored? Yes. It's health? Yes. but not the way you perceive it, so it doesn't vibrate with you anymore. It was an i.e. concern of what you called, let's say, 3D social acceptance. A career, good job, did it. How long have you been there? 30 years?
Yes. Not in the same job. I've changed roles within the job.
I understand. But you understand the field, right?
Yeah, the field,
Are you
definitely.
done with it?
I'm just over the politics and everything else that goes on.
You're done with that part. Because
yeah.
you just say your truth. Don't be hesitant about what you're saying. Oh, the politics. If it's let it the fuck go.
Yeah.
Let it go.
Yeah.
Doesn't belong to you in that idea. You can. It is all one. It does belong to you because you're creating it, but it's how you're defining it. It's politics. I can engage it and fear it and don't like it, or I say, oh, I'm done with it. Thanks for playing, and move on.
I guess that's what I'm doing now. I'm speaking more my truth, which is not being
Yes.
well taken. And also, I guess it's the security of the good salary and the what that gives you, which I know is not everything as well.
So let me ask you a question. Are you happy with your good salary? Does it give you comfort and security?
Well, I guess it does for the future because it does give me...
For now. Are you in the moment happy with the money that you're making?
Yes.
So why would you think it would be any different in the future? Because, here's why. I'm going to answer this for you, because you don't see the means if I leave this job, what's going to happen.
That's right. Yeah.
Because then you are defining the future based on the past of how things were.
Yes.
So once again, since I don't see a foreseeable outcome future, I'm bound to my job.
That's right.
Because I like the security, I like the money, I like the income. I want that now. Well, let's say, if you love it, and this is giving you that vibration of being able to, let's say, like Roxy, she loves frickin' shoes, so she will always get shoes because she loves buying shoes. Yeah. So therefore, the reality and the opportunity give her the continuation of shoes. Make sense?
Yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah,
all
definitely.
Right. Yeah. So if you're loving your income, you will get tangible ideas of income. However, listen now, it might not be a moment to moment for a period of transition. However, in the moment, you will always have the abundance needed for that moment. Do you follow that?
Yes, I
That's
do.
very, very important.
Yeah.
Because you have to shift in the transition to move to a higher idea of yourself. That shifting may, let's say, cause and upset you in that idea, but it is upsetting your reality because you're done with this reality. You don't want it to be so stagnant. Make sense?
Yes.
So you upset the idea of that and it shifts. However, most certainly you will continue the idea of abundance in that fashion. And in this particular case, we are talking money. All right? That's coming. You're not following, listen now, you're not following your abilities to their fullest, which means you're truly selling yourself short on your communicative skills with the vast knowledge that you have to put yourself in a positional, i.e. director, i.e. job that would give you more money than you've getting with not the politics. You speaking your mind is leading to that because you're not fitting in the politics. Don't play the politics, and that leads to a higher position. Ta-da!
No. Yeah.
Are you following?
I am following, and I think that's why I need to speak my truth. Because
bingo.
It's actually my health is suffering in relation to migraines and stomach
stress.
Problems and stuff like that.
Trying to fix it, being the fire. Let's say putting out the fires.
Yeah.
Got a problem. I got to put out the fire.
But the other thing that I've been doing and which I really enjoy is I've done the Reiki and I've done NLP and I've put myself into a nutrition course because I'm really interested in alternative therapies for health. So I guess that would be something that I would be interested in going in, but then again, I'm thinking too far into the future about.
Yes, there's no but then again. You follow the moment to create the moment. Don't discount the 3D world and the blending of that idea of using the holistic and the idea of the Western medicine, the health industry, if you will. Don't discount that that's not moving into. They are now, let's say, accepting the idea of sonar, tone, healing, bombarding in ideas. That is 100% out of bounds 10 years ago, if you will. It's been done, but it's not acceptable to where you can just tone something. They did it a little bit with, like, let's say, breaking up what you call gallbladder stones and that idea.
Yeah.
But truly, frequency, tone will heal any idea ailment. It just brings it back into alignment. But the causation is what you need to really understand, and of course that's the stress. But the less stress you have, the less illness you have, the less upset you are, the less disease you have. However, you need to shift things to get to that understanding of yourself. And you are, let's say, doing that now with the job. That will lead to other things that you can blend. You love what you do. You do love what you do.
I do, yeah.
You don't like what's getting out there and how everyone's playing it because you're aware now. You're awake. If you were not awake, you would just be in the drama queen mode.
Yes.
Fun. All right. But now that you're done with that reality, I don't want to play the drama queen mode anymore. I'm awake. I can see this. I don't prefer this. Now it's the idea to speak your mind, which opens up doors that you're going to go, wow, how did that happen? As simple as that. How did that happen? Doesn't matter how it happened because it's your reality and you're creating it. Say, awesome, thank you, and move on and be now. Don't worry about the perceivable future of income. Income is not going to be a problem for you. Know that and move on. Make sense?
Yeah, it does. It does make sense. We put too many, I guess, worries looking at the future, but when we should be in the moment and thinking about now.
And that's difficult from humanity. Why? Because you've been taught from day one to prepare for the future. I need to go to first grade, and you were never thinking about first grade. You were always thinking about, wow, what second grade's like.
Yeah, what can I do next? What can I do
Bingo, next. And you're always in the future, never now creating the best you. A lot of humanity, let's say, is waking up more and more to being in the moment. Those, let's say, eccentric ones, the weird ones, in the 70s and 80s and 90s that were waking up in the fashion of, let's say, being a little bit odd, but not fearing, but they turned out to be the most creative. That kind of idea. Because they're in the moment. That kind of idea. Now more and more people, it is like, wow, that person is really focused on that idea in the moment. That's, more and more, let's say, if you would call sports athletes, it's all about the moment. I'm not concerned about tomorrow or what happened. I'm playing in the game now, in the moment. That kind of idea is becoming more and more expandable as an acceptable reality. The moment creates the future. All right. So that's your idea, is to be the moment of that, and then that's what's going to unfold the opportunities that will blow you away, if you will. Make sense?
That's good to know.
Simple. I'll give you the idea. You have no worries. It is only you who are defining worries because of the perceivable future of the taught paradigm of social acceptance. I have to have a plan before I can do this. Bullshit. Your plan is to not plan.
Yeah.
Just be now. Watch what happens. It is always epic. Always. 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 It cannot not be.